Hey guys, you see we are back with another episode of Check Your Potential. I'm Sky.
Brother Bears.
And you already know we talking topics on these episodes. We have a lot to talk about. But first, I want to preference with, I had a great birthday week. My birthday was last Wednesday. I had an amazing week, but a better day. It was just a vibe. It was a vibe.
Good energy.
It was a
Good
vibe.
drinks.
Listen, we had good ambiance, we had good food, we had good drink, good company. I don't want nothing more than that on my birthday in this day and age. I just want a nice, calm time, and a time was definitely had. So shout out to everybody that wished me a happy birthday. Your girl is very grateful, and I'm grateful to be here. So anyway, let's get to these topics, okay? The first topic that I want to talk about made me a little sad.
Oh, we going straight to it. Here we go. Let's go, y'all.
Made me a little sad. Lil Wayne was on Twitter.
Okay.
And he was talking about just being included in things. And we already know he's at that goated stage, right?
100%.
So I don't understand why there's not more respect put on his name. But at the end of the day, I just want to read y'all what he said because it made me kind of sad. Okay. So he tweeted, he said, "It's truly a humbling experience when events like Coachella and the Grammys come around, and like clockwork, I'm uninvited and uninvolved." He said, "I appreciate my position or space I hold in your heart and mind. If so, because you're the humbling experience that's timeless, and for that, I thank you. I ain't shit without you."
Talking to the fans per se. Well, listen, he at least he knows that statement still says that he knows he holds a space in our hearts. Now, whether the people like Coachella or whatever big other festivals or whatever ain't booking him, I feel like anytime Lil Wayne wants, he could just throw his own gigantic concert. He don't need nobody to book him. Lil Wayne can book himself.
And this is why I don't understand why he's not doing that. A lot of the comments when he wrote that were so disrespectful. They were like, you're always complaining and why are you always crying? And I just feel like he's at the stage where he could do what he want. I know at one point, wasn't he doing the Louisiana Festival or something like that?
100%.
I don't know what happened with that, but Wayne, do that.
You know what it is? He might have tried that. And if you don't got the right team, because look, remember when Ja Rule tried to go do the concert with that? You get what I mean?
Automatic fail.
So sometimes you could just have the wrong staging people, the wrong lighting and sound people. He might have gave it a try and it became a headache.
Yeah, but then team up with somebody that's going to make it happen in a better way, right? There's a lot of situations that probably want to get him involved with things. He just needs to, I think, maybe instead of going to the internet to complain about stuff, reach out, have your team reach out to people so you can formulate something that's so fire that you can be your own headliner and you don't need nobody to book you for anything.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Lil Wayne could easily be his own headliner.
Yes.
There's never no fronting on Wayne. Wayne has been in the game 20 years, and there was I want to say 2 to 4 year run.
He had a run.
Wayne was
crazy.
The top slicer out here on every song.
Definitely.
If he just got on your verse, your song automatically went up.
Yes.
There also was times when Wayne was on the stage performing, though, and it just sounded like he was mumbling and we didn't understand nothing he was saying.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
And that may be part of the reason why a lot of companies don't want to get involved with his name. Maybe it isn't such a good performance. Maybe they see him in that light still. I think that within the last couple of years, he's changed a little bit. I think this stems from the Super Bowl, though. This whole situation, remember, he was feeling some type of way about the Super Bowl, and it's just,
when it was in New Orleans.
Yeah, it just trickled down, and now he just feels left out of stuff. But Wayne, do your own thing. You don't need these people.
And Wayne is one of the GOATs in
Yeah.
real life, not just one of the self-proclaimed, one of the actual greatest of all time.
So do you.
Whole life rapping, delivered a lot of good bars. Ain't no fun on Wayne. If anything, forget the big festivals and just do 5 to 10,000 smaller joints.
Or
5
tour.
to 10,000 is small.
Why do you think he doesn't just go tour?
I think it's a team thing. I think it's the people just putting it together. Maybe because he all a bad business with cash money. You know, that might burn you out. And you be like, I don't trust other people with my name, likeness, putting things together.
Now, a lot of people were upset because they felt like when Nicki toured, she brought out Drake twice, but she never brought out Wayne. And a lot of people were trying to figure out the story behind that.
I don't know why that is.
I don't know either, because I would have thought she would have had him at least a couple of tour dates, especially,
I would have more than thought of it. I would expect that, knowing that she comes from that. And when Drake and Nicki came out and that was when Wayne is in his prime. And the helping hand that they automatically get by being associated to
So
Wayne
something's going on there.
Young Money.
Something going on.
They were Young Money.
Something's going on there. We don't know what it is, but clearly.
Love for Wayne over here.
Right.
And if Wayne want to go on Twitter and say whatever he want, let him get his venting off. Everybody else do it. Everybody, so he's human too.
It just looks different when it's coming from somebody with your caliber of a career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's not even read into it too deep, because it could have just been like feeling like, yo, they booked that person and didn't book me. And there's
with people like Justin Bieber getting 10 million, it's like, hello, hi.
Yeah.
I want some money.
Let's go. Moving on.
Anyway, speaking of performances, Cardi B had the last stop on her Little Miss Drama tour, and it was Atlanta.
Okay.
She went on live on Instagram, going crazy, crashing out, venting about how she was not taking a stage because the staff was rude. Now, she did end up performing, and it ended up being a great performance. She had a lot of guests there, a lot of celebrities showed out. But what do you think about that? Like, you get to a venue to do your show. This is your headlining tour.
Don't ever play yourself as a staff worker on my tour. Like, you play your position, understand that the billboard says Cardi
Well, this
B,
was the venue. She said this was the venue, people acting like this.
About. The people that work at the venue understand that they all here for me. And act like it's my birthday. You know what I mean? Every time. Act like they here
and clap
for me.
and champion
I'm
for
the
me
show champion
before I get you fired.
Act like you getting paid and you get an extra day at work because of me. You might get more crowd. You might get a bigger tip.
Now, she says every tour stop that they had, they've been nice, they've been, kind, they've been humble to the people. Okay. But she said with some about the Atlanta staff that they treated her away. And I'm trying to...
Like Offset. They off the straight for Offset. Atlanta's... But listen, push come to shove, she said every other event was good.
Right.
So it can't be perfect.
Right.
It can't be perfect.
Yeah.
The road got to have some type of bumps on it.
Right,
so
and this was the bump. That's it. But she did end up performing. She ended the tour. She did a video thanking everybody for the huge success of the tour. So it is what it is, Cardi. Just let that go. Some people don't got the energy for you, and you don't have to have it for them. Just, move on.
I'm not sure if it's true, but Cardi said she's going to take 3 years off. I'm not sure. I read that somewhere.
I doubt that.
Yeah,
I doubt that. She literally, before, when this tour first started, she said that she couldn't wait to start the next one.
Okay.
So I think she's going to be right back with an album. I know she knows that she waited a long time between these releases. You can't do that. No. Don't do that, boo. Put another album out or even some songs, and you can go on tour again because they love it. So it is what it is. If they love it, I love it. It is what it is. On another note, our friend Tory Lanez has now filed a lawsuit against the California Department of Corrections. The lawsuit is $400 million. It's from the stabbing that took place last year where he was stabbed 16 times. He said he has face scarring and he had 2 collapsed lungs. Okay, so at the end of the day, he's suing them and he's suing the correctional officers. Like, he's suing everybody.
Yo, listen, man. Sue the jail.
Why not?
Tory, why not?
Yeah, you're not protecting me.
But it's like, did they tell him to go to protective custody? He'd be like, nah, I don't want to go. I want to go to Gen Pop. If he did that, you put yourself in the line of fire a little bit.
I feel like regardless, when you have a celebrity in there, even if it's not a celebrity, right, you're supposed to protect these inmates. You're supposed to protect them. They're not supposed to be in there getting stabbed 16 times. And, I don't know what the situation was, but at the end of the day, like, you're in jail, but you're still supposed to be protected in there. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be in there getting hurt.
It's against the jail system, so whatever. It's against the jail system, so I hope Tory wins.
I hope he get the whole $100 million.
It's crazy because I seen one of the most wigged out headlines. It said he's suing him for $100 million, and then they said they suing him for $1 million for every time he got stabbed. It's like he got stabbed 16 times, it's like 16 million, 100 million. I don't know. The headlines be crazy. Yeah. And sometimes we fall for them, and they don't even be.
You're supposed to ask for buku amount, and then you settle somewhere in between. You know what I mean? So you're supposed to go crazy. I want $750,000 million, and then you might get 6.
Seriously, here we go. You, Tory.
Yeah.
Right. And you go for 100. What's the amount where they could be like, we'll settle for this and you take it?
50.
Half?
Yeah.
50? Okay.
Pretty 20. Much. No, I want 50. If I'm
just saying that they'd be like, we got 20 for you right now. Do you accept?
I want more.
You want more?
I want more.
You deny the 20.
Because you don't know, like, since he been in there, how many millions he could have made. You understand?
Okay.
So he's probably thinking in his head, if I was out for all this amount of time, I might have made, let's just say, 70 million, 50 million,
yeah,
whatever.
I can agree with that.
You know, I believe Tory would have went on tour. He would have dropped more projects. He would have been more, active in music.
But what he would have made if he was in the street, and
Yeah.
he wasn't, that got nothing to do with no stabbing.
No, but what I'm
talking about him
saying
getting
is,
stabbed and his
right,
life. That's
but
what
now
you're saying.
you're putting me in jeopardy, right? So whereas whenever I do get out, now I look different. I might feel different. I might breathe different. I
Okay,
might not be able to hold my stamina on stage.
That I could agree with.
Yeah, it's like, give me money.
But what money?
Give me my money. Like, give me my money.
All right, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, though.
So, we talked about Trick Daddy a couple weeks ago performing.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy went on the Art of Dialogue and was really talking about who he thinks is the best rapper coming from New York, and he said it is not Jay-Z.
Who's the best rapper Trick says coming from New York?
Trick, do you want to take a guess before I just...
Is it so? I just need an age bracket because it's so
No,
many people.
no.
I can't get an age bracket?
Think Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy. Oh, so he could have said Rakim.
There we go.
Best,
No.
for all we know.
Well, is that your guess?
No, my guess is Trick Daddy said Nas.
Okay. Trick Daddy said the best rapper to come out of New York. Well, he had two. He technically, hold on. He technically had two answers, but this is what he said first, and I'm gonna tell you what he said second. So he said the best rapper to come out of New York is DMX.
Okay.
Then he said he really think the best rapper to come out was LL because LL Cool J has been an actor, he's been a rapper, he's been influential, he's been in movies, he's been in TV shows. So he said he think it's LL. But he also gave his top 5.
Okay, I want to hear his top 5.
You want to hear his top
Yeah,
5? Okay, guess one other rapper that you think is in it. You already said Nas.
Now that I heard LL and DMX.
Yeah, so who do you guess one other rapper that you think is in his top 5?
Another rapper and Fat Joe.
No. Trick Daddy, this is Trick Daddy's top 5.
Let's go.
He said the first would be AZ.
Okay.
He said the second would be LL.
Okay.
He said Jay-Z would be third.
Okay.
50 Cent would be fourth. And he said Biggie is fifth. He said, wait,
Trick Daddy
with honorable mention to Foxy Brown and Eve. I was mad at his whole list.
Okay, first of all, I wasn't mad at his top 5.
I'm mad at everything.
Mentions, just randomly Foxy Brown.
I'm mad at everything.
All right, look. No, I'm not mad at because he understands the level of AZ's ability.
Yeah.
And he understands that AZ also had a moment.
But number one,
that dude.
like his top 5, that's number 1. I love AZ.
Oh, that was his real order, you're saying?
Yeah.
In order, his
Yeah.
top 5. Yo, AZ is probably on a lot of people's top 5s.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I mean?
And I think a lot of people forget about AZ when they're
had a
naming their
moment.
top 5s.
AZ had a moment. So AZ had a moment. From back, the firm AZ,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
era of AZ.
Who's your top 5?
All time?
Who's your top 5 rappers to come out of New York? Go.
Come out of New York. All right.
Go.
So, all right, does the fact that Pac originate from out here
Oh my God,
because he
yo.
represents the West Coast, but he originates from Harlem.
Is he real? Is he for real? Would you? Top 5 rappers coming out of New York.
Top
Go.
5 right now. Coming
Go.
out of New York. I'm gonna say number 1 rapper coming out of New York and of all time, Nas, number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with top 5. We're saying coming out of New York in the top 5. now,
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna say number 2, Jay-Z.
Okay.
Number 3.
So Nas, Jay-Z,
Kiss.
Jada
Coming out of
Kiss.
New York. You say coming out of New York.
Yes. Nas, Jay-Z, Jada Kiss. Go ahead.
Say him coming out of New York.
Yeah. I know.
Cause this
I need 2 more.
Nas, Jay-Z,
We do not
Jada
have all
Kiss,
day. Come on.
Fat Joe.
Okay.
And Fat Joe and
Oh my God.
let me think back on the 5th one. Dude. I know the Jeopardy sound. I got you. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna.
All right, I agree with you. Jay-Z.
Biggie Smalls, number 5.
Okay, because I was about to say, why are you not saying B.I.G. name?
forgot.
Put some
I forgot.
respect. I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree. Nas, Jay-Z, Jada Kiss, Big.
And my 5th would have been
You said Fat Joe. Yeah, Fat Joe's not in my top 5, and I love Fat
You
Joe.
said coming out of New York, so I just
Yeah.
gave it to Joe.
I feel like we need to throw Foxy in there somewhere.
Foxy Brown again?
I love Foxy.
Foxy
Foxy could really roll.
Kim
Foxy?
or Foxy?
See, why you doing this?
Give me one right now. Let's go. Who's high on the list, Kim or Foxy?
I love Kim and I love Foxy. I
Who's
feel like it's a
higher on the
tie
list? It's a tie?
between Kim and Foxy. I love them both.
Nicki Minaj is out of New York. She's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's Nicki
See?
bigger than Foxy and Kim.
See, and now you threw Nicki in it. Once you say Nicki, I'm throwing Nicki in my top 5.
So Nicki's your fifth over
Yeah,
Fat Joe.
yeah.
I'm not even mad letting Nicki rock over Fat Joe
Yeah.
just so to get some female light in it, and because her career level is really that.
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
I'm not mad at Trick Daddy though. And Trick Daddy, as an age where he was outside for these people's errors.
Yeah, he was.
So he
Yeah, he was.
understands.
Yeah, he does.
Especially being from out of the state, he don't got no bias. It's just like who really affected him out in Florida, who made it reach bigger than just
Right.
New York. I like the fact of his years in the game. And I know he was outside, and I know he's speaking from what made it all the way down.
Yeah, but I
there.
feel like the top 5 rappers that we said, they've all been influential outside of New York.
Of course, you can't be a top 5
All of them.
rapper and not be
Every single
influential out
one.
of New York.
And I feel like a lot of people leave Jadakiss out their top 5, and I don't know why. Jada
Crazy.
still could step on everybody. And I feel like the honorable mentions have to be like the Fabs. Like, we can't keep leaving Fab out the conversation.
Fab's good. A lot of the Wu-Tang members got to be mentioned.
It's
all
hard.
the old school cats, all
Yeah.
of the Big Daddy Kanes, all of
Yeah,
them
but then you
KRSs,
get
they
it.
gotta be
See, when
mentioned.
you talking about Big Daddy Kane and all of them, you talking about a whole different era. So now it's like if you talking about somebody that grew up in that era, they not even naming the people we named. They gonna name the Rakims, the KRS ones. They gonna name, you know what I'm saying? Like the Big Daddy Kane.
I'm not with it because
It's hard.
If you go by age,
Yeah, it's hard.
Jay-Z and Big Daddy Kane is like just a couple years apart.
I know.
Age-wise.
But were you listening to Kane as much as you listen to Jay-Z? Because that's
No.
going to determine your top 5.
No, but add 5-6 more years of age on me, and it's gonna be a whole different artist.
Exactly. All right, we could be here all day, but at the end of the day, who's your top 5 coming out of New York? Leave it in the comments. Let us know. Next, we're going to get to this, and it's a new pod coming out. They announced it. Like he's not doing enough already, but Jadakiss is going to be hosting a new podcast called Becoming DMX. It's going to be produced by 50 Cent, and it's going to be like his origin story. They're going to talk to different people that knew him throughout the years of his career. What do we think about this?
The dog's legacy level.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I
I'm
like
with
it. I like
and
it.
the fact that Jadakiss is hosting it, someone who was very close to
Yeah.
him, is going to be produced by 50 Cent
Yeah.
and 18, so there's going to be some good editing and reach put behind
Yeah.
it. And the fact that they're going to have a lot of DMX friends talking on it is going to be good. We're going to get some good stories.
There's going to be
DMX
good
was a
stories.
wild
There's going to
child.
be good experiences. They're going to talk about the things that he did when he was younger, how he got into the industry. I love this for the DMX legacy, and I just love this to keep him, in our sights
All the
because
stories,
we love
I know There's going to be
DMX.
crazy stories.
Yeah.
DMX got like the illest
Definitely.
Christmas. There's footage of DMX doing Christmas carols.
I
crazy.
know.
It's just like his
Dancing
personality
and
was
singing.
different.
He was
DMX
dancing to
would
old
go
school
the
music.
radio
Yeah.
and fight somebody and then pray for them. Like
Yeah.
his level of
Yeah.
and his crowd, the songs he had.
I like it.
DMX is another person that easily could be in that top 5, like how Trick Daddy put
That's
him in
why I
that.
said depending on who you
Yeah,
are,
100%.
I think everybody has a different, you know what I'm saying, round of
Definitely.
artists that they would put in that category.
Definitely.
Doc Rivers is retiring.
Yes.
Are we sad?
Nah, man, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I think the last 2 stops was Doc was very hard. The Milwaukee Bucks was very hard for Doc. They had a good thing going. They fired their coach. I don't know why.
He never
Doc
really gelled.
didn't pan
Yeah.
out over there. But I think the Dame Lillard, Otello Kupo didn't match real good. That didn't
Yeah.
really work out. Doc didn't have a
Yeah.
chance over there. But Doc got a ring. Doc ends up with a winning career. He
Yes.
won more games than he
He's
lost.
done his thing. He's done
been
what he had to
Coach of the
do.
Year.
Yeah. It's okay.
So he's a Hall of Fame for sure.
Right.
He won with Boston. Salute to Doc.
Sometimes you just need to understand when it's time to walk away. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing more you can do here.
Yeah.
There's nowhere more you can go. Like, we have to just,
Yeah, if you ever feel like
feel like
coaching,
we've
just
done
push
what
it.
we need to do.
Some chips in and be like, I want to coach the Olympic team.
Yeah,
or
like, I'm
something.
going to go do
That
something
level.
else.
Yeah.
Go golf and just have fun and enjoy my
Oh,
life.
you said go golf.
So shout out to Doc Rivers. All right, so now we're going to get into some musica.
Okay.
And this week, not a lot of albums releases, not a lot of whole project drops, a lot of singles.
There isn't email heavy this week.
They definitely were.
Yes.
Sexyy Red dropped a new album called Your Favorite Trapper's Favorite Rapper. a bunch of songs. I feel like it was like 18 to 20 songs. Metro Boomin, Key Glock, ATL Jacob, Pluto. There were a lot of songs. I feel like Sexyy Red makes, it's almost like how I said Boss Man D-Lo, from beginning of the album to the end, it's just one big song.
Same song.
That's how I feel about Sexyy Red.
All right, couple things.
One song.
Couple things. One, this lyric had me dying. Sexyy Red said, I got my ex number saved in my phone as Dookie drawers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If you her ex and then you listen to some project and you hear that, craziness.
But
she had a bunch of songs on her project, and I think that Sexyy Red should never drop a project with more than like 7 songs. You pick the best 7, give us a quick EP because there's so much of the like. You gotta love her to deal with that. You gotta be on your ratchet shit to deal with that. If you're not and you're just listening from the outside and you're not already a fan.
Yeah. She makes music for a specific crowd.
Yes.
Okay, we know who that crowd is. It's the girls with the lace fronts that are different colors, pink, red, and purple. Yes.
They gonna fight you in the
yes.
McDonald's.
It's the girls that might have a little gold teeth right here, little teeth bling. It's the girls that got 17 rings on. Yeah, pretty much. They got tattoos all up and down their legs.
They gonna fight guys.
Might have a tattoo right here on her cheek. That's the crowd.
Lip gloss shining.
And they love it. They love it. Shut up, because my lip gloss is popping. No, I'm not really a Sexyy Red.
Stan. Not a Sexyy Red Stan, but let Sexyy Red live. Let all the artists that are actually making some money live. Let them do them.
Listen, I'm not mad. Do your thing. Get your paper. You know.
Get your paper.
She'll probably be going on tour at some point. She was performing the other day. She bought out a couple of artists. So shout out to Sexyy Red. She has her crowd, and I'm not mad. She got her crowd.
I know she got a tribe of people that will attack you in the comment section and argue on her behalf. And I think that a lot of the industry do like her. She seems like she has a fun personality.
You know who really like her? Team Little Booty. They love her. Team Little Booty. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh my God.
That's a song on the album, y'all. Team Little Booty.
My only thing with Sexy is just give us the best of the top. Just give us the top. You got 18 songs, pick the best 7, 8. Don't give us the extras.
I know.
She might have snuck a good one past us.
It was a lot going on. It was a lot.
Like her. I'm not finding no Sexyy Red. Whatever.
Another new song we got this week was from Ludacris called Pull Over. We listened to it a couple of times.
It started with like a hip hop old school bop. It was like an old school sound hip hop, the vibe. And but listen, it go to show you, they want that to be seen. I saw like 3 different emails behind that.
They pushing that.
They putting that out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ludacris. Let me ask you a question. Speaking of Ludacris dropping, right? And the state of hip hop right now, right? They said T.I., will be considered an older rapper, right? He's the only one whose song went gold. Now we got
that song that he dropped and
let him know, right? You feel like the older generation is keeping rap afloat right now? We got a lot of records from older people.
I think it just depends. I think with the T.I. record, the whole beef with him and 50 had kind of pushed that.
Okay.
So I think he had a little help there. But I think there's a crowd of people that want to hear those type of rappers. Because I think the new rap right now, it's not very lyrical. Okay. So there's people that want that real hip hop sound, and I think people like Ludacris and T.I. keep that going. Yeah. So I think there's definitely a lane for that right now. Okay.
I feel like Ludacris is another one of those artists, like we were saying with Snoop, that is accomplished already and doesn't have to rap if he doesn't want to.
But they still have love and they still doing it.
Yeah, and they still got the power to feature on a record and help a rapper at any given time. Now Ludacris had DTP, so he's took his swing at putting some artists out before. I would like him as this version of Ludacris.
To put more artists out?
Only because that version of Ludacris was still the star. I want to see all the older people put artists out. Because as you get older,
why?
I'm just trying to get some backing behind these people's music. There's so many indie people out here that just don't got the backing. They might have talent. They don't got the extra push behind them. I'm just saying they need the help. They need the help, and if the record labels ain't doing
helping, I could see
helping and putting real budgets, and if the record labels is acting predatory towards the artists, we need some artists who've been through it.
Why do you think though that artists like Ludacris and T.I. and stuff like that don't put artists out? Like, why do you think?
All right, I think it's multiple reasons. Quick reasons is artists don't listen. So the artists got to listen. You got to listen. And all of that not listening is not going to work. At some point, somebody got to listen. Two, I think they trial and error says that they tried it before and there was errors in the equation and making it just saving themselves the headaches, the stress. You get older, you don't want to deal with
You know what I think?
What?
I think they can't stand them.
They can't stand artists?
They can't stand artists.
Can't stand
Artists are complainers. Artists, like, they want to be catered to. And it's like, I don't have time for that. Like, I'm over here living. And I can't live and cater to you, and you calling me every 5 seconds, talk about, when studio times, where we going here, when I'm performing, where. It's too much. It's like, shh.
Let's just say you put an artist out. Right? In 2026.
Yeah.
Because I be hearing artists talk about their studio budgets and it be crazy.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
how much money are you allowing an artist to spend in the studio?
And that's the thing.
What's your budget?
None. Go get your own money and spend your own money. Why I gotta spend my money?
Why they gonna be your artist?
The cosign should be enough. The cosign should be enough.
That's 'cause I need at
Get
least
your
3
money
studio
up,
time.
or at least show me the effort that you're putting forth effort. Then maybe I'll match you with half studio time. But you are not gonna be over here using all my coins.
To me, if I'm Ludacris, right? I'm having my own studio and they could record it in my studio. Or I'm just buying all of them nice like $20,000 setups and record on your
I'm
own
not
setup.
even doing that.
Oh my God.
Y'all not getting nothing.
Moving on.
Okay, y'all not getting nothing. Anyway, Black and 2 Chainz dropped a track called Sunday Again. I like Black. He gives that calm music. Like,
Good music.
you can just be in a bath with bubbles and a glass of wine
Good
and
music.
listening to some
You
Black.
can vibe out to his
You can
music.
yes.
He got good vibe, chill music.
Yeah.
And he made good records.
I'm waiting for him to drop an album because that's going to be another album, kind of like the Bryson Tiller albums. Whenever Bryson drops an album, I'm always here for that type of sound. So I like that.
That's
I like
an
that he
album
dropped that.
That I will have expectations for.
Yeah.
Some people that know I put zero
Yeah.
expectations on.
Yeah.
If Black drop, I got expectations. on
Definitely,
good music.
definitely.
And I feel like he's always going to deliver.
Yeah,
He has a good sound.
He has a nice sound. It's a nice vibe. He's calm. He stays out of the bullshit, and he mind his business and just do his music. I like that for
Two Chainz is a
him.
good feature.
2 Chainz been on a lot of things
2 Chainz
lately.
is a good person to rock
Yeah.
with him. Like,
2
Chainz has ability to fit in a lot of boxes.
Yes.
With flow, and he brings value to the record.
Definitely. And then some more drops we had. Shout out to the Jamaican Vibes, but you know what I'm saying?
gosh.
Vybz Kartel dropped his new song, Good Good.
Vybz Kartel. Oh, Vybz Kartel.
Vybz Kartel dropped Good Good.
My fault. Yeah.
Okay, you're not telling me nothing. Him a drop Good Good.
Sister,
Okay,
my bad, sister.
and I liked it.
Okay.
I'm here for a nice little vibes track. And then Buju Banton dropped his Butterflies track. It was giving good vibes too. I will be playing both of those songs this summer in the backyard at the barbecue, and y'all are not invited. No, I'm joking. And also, Buju's going to be going on tour with Stephen Marley. They're going to be doing the Roots and Rhymes tour this summer, June and July. So you already know the Jamaican people are going to be pulling up to that like crazy. All right, so what was your pet peeve for the week? What
got a pet
bothered
peeve
you?
this
You have another one, because last week you had one, and this week you had one. So they aggravating you. What's going on?
No, it's not. To this week, it wasn't a particular person. Last week, you know how I feel about the comment section, right?
Okay.
I'm a little mad at AI this week because I don't like when I get fooled by AI. You know what I mean? I don't like to me, it's like opinion is something and you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But you're not entitled to doctor things and then have an opinion on it. Like we got wrapped into Justin Bieber kissing Thames at Coachella.
Right.
I watch videos, it looked like just a hug. I see other pictures and it's like he kissed her. And then it's like, now I gotta Google. Google tell me, oh no, it's a lie. They made it up. And it's like, you fooled me. And now I feel like, I had an opinion about that. And now it's like, I don't like that.
But you
I
know
don't
what?
like that.
They said that the deep AI content is taking over.
Yes.
Do you know that they said that it's 65% of what you see on the internet now? And a lot of the things that you see are not even real anymore. And then they also said that type of content, people are talking about it so much, even though it's not real. And it's because people don't know it's not real. They're ingesting all this content that's AI.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't either.
I like AI for enhancing what you got going on. I don't like AI making it look like Justin Bieber kissed Thames. Then you put out an article on it and it done reach 50,000, 100,000 people before we even find out it's not true.
Back in the day, I used to use Google and social media to find out about things. And nowadays, when I see stuff on social media or on Google, I got to search another Google to find out if what I just saw on Google was true. That's annoying.
Yeah, y'all making me
That's
have
annoying.
to do a little too much research. I
Yeah.
just want to come up here and crack my little jokes and talk to the public and gain my subscribers.
That's
y'all.
annoying.
Stop playing with the fake
Yeah,
footage.
that's annoying.
Stop
My
playing.
pet peeve this week, and I don't care who don't like it.
Oh, boy.
So this past week, Drake did like some pyrotechnics, right? And at first, people didn't know what it was. It was like a large explosion, and people were like, what's going on? And it turns out to be he was doing some pyrotechnics for a visual for the Iceman project, right? My pet peeve is, are we ever going to get this project? Like, what are you doing? Can you drop the project already? You aggravating me and my homegirls, because what happens is every week we talk about Iceman. But when is Iceman coming out? Do you know we've been talking about Iceman for damn near a year? Are you going to ever drop it? Like, I'm aggravated.
This is the thing. With Drake, I feel like it's a little different because Drake is an artist. Like I was saying, that you got expectations behind. People want him automatically to have hits. His crowd wants him to drop a project that's fire so that they can all come back and be like, yeah, I told you so. And you know, he's coming off the loss of the battle with Kendrick, so he knows his return has to be glorious.
Well, hurry up. Because you aggravating me and I don't got time. And when it come out, my expectations is going to be so high that when it does drop, I'm not going to even want to hear it. Hurry up. Hurry up. Because the way my attention span is set up, I ain't going to want it no more.
My vote says if he even takes a whole nother year, if he drops in his heat, everybody will fall right back in line.
Well, look, apparently the other day after the pyrotechnics, he came out and he said that he handed the album in.
To who?
This is what I'm saying. Could you just drop it already? You keep telling us stuff. Just drop it. You handed it in. Then he got academics over there talking about, oh, it's coming. All y'all shut up. Just drop the project.
Okay.
Let us hear it for ourselves. Okay. I don't care what happened with you and Kendrick. That happened and it's over. Yeah. Let's get to the music. Summer's coming. Yeah. Or drop a single.
No, don't drop another single. Give us the project.
Another?
Don't give.
What was the first one?
He gave us a single.
That freestyle when he was in the truck?
Yeah, the one he gave us. He got an Iceman record. The one with the machine guns on the floor in the video was like mad guns on the floor.
I feel like that was for Play.
No. He was about to go. And that song started picking up some traction too. That's the one.
What's it called? Exactly.
It's
Drop the album.
Check your potential.
Drop the album.
This was another great episode.
Drake, look me in my face. Drop the album.
Episode 8.
And you know we'll be back next week for 9. And we gone. Bye.